Hello, this is Robyn. Welcome to my channel, Heart Guided Intuition. And here is the July 2020 reading for those born under the sign of Virgo. So, hello, my fellow Virgos. I've chosen the cards and I'm going to turn them over now. Give me just a few moments to see what your message is for July and what Spirit's message is for you. Ooh, wow. Okay. Ground yourself. Wow, interesting. Okay. Time of great transition. I almost wish the Hermit card had come up in our reading, and I said our reading, so I'm a Virgo too. Anyway, but I was not thinking of myself. I was just thinking, I really focused on Virgo, the energy of Virgo, and the people born under the sign, and what's our message for July. So, Eight of Swords. That's a lot of thinking, a lot of stress, and a lot of worry. To the point where we feel immobilized. But I feel like this card is saying, this is like the breaking apart of an old pattern, something that seemed held together very well. And I just feel like, us Virgos, we try to do the very best we can, even in really difficult circumstances. And we push, and a lot of people don't know how much we worry, how much we stress, and how much mental activity goes on, for most Virgos, that it's like overthinking, constantly working things through in our minds about how to move through our lives, how to, getting the big ideas, wondering how to move forward, wondering how to deal with and cope. We try to find the solutions. We're always trying to find solutions for moving through difficult situations in our lives, and we don't give ourselves a break. And well, there's a break coming. There's some kind of the breaking of all of this. July, and I know I'm recording this like mid to late July. So all of this worry, if you just let it go, I know, I'm a Virgo, I know how hard that is to just let it go. But it's being okay with not knowing, and being okay with the fact that there are some things we cannot figure out. There are some things we're not going to be able to figure out. As amazingly and incredibly resourceful as we are, and most of the time we can come through with that. That will get us through. But right now, that's not getting us through. We need to let go of that in order to find peace and to find, this is the Ganesha card. He's the remover of obstacles, delight. Like, he's cool with everything. He's like, and yes, I know that my camera is reversed, and sometimes it drives me nuts because I am a Virgo too. So, delight. It's like, let that stuff go. Try not to feel like we have to try not to feel like we have to figure it all out, and that we are responsible. There are things we don't have control over in our lives. I mean, that's just life for everybody. There are things we have no control over, and that's especially hard for like the earth signs, and especially Virgo. because we're extremely resourceful. We're really good at hiding the fact that we're freaked out as anything. And we want everybody to think we're all put together and we're all fine when we're not. It's okay to let that go. Let it fall apart. Just let it, and that's how we'll find peace. There's more here too. There's a decision for some of you Virgos out there. There's a decision. You're juggling something and you're trying to, this can be like a card of overwork too. But I feel like it's more of a decision because it's coming out with this card. And this card is a card of having worked and gotten to a point where it's like you're standing on top of a hill and you're surveying everything. You're looking at your past, you're looking at where you want to go, and you're at this center point kind of how do I get there? What is the next step? It's a contemplation. It's a point of contemplation of how do I get there? How do I, I'm balancing things. I have choice to make, decisions to make regarding business or finances. And I'm like, maybe even up at night, like thinking, how do I do this? How do I do it? We feel like we got to figure things out. Ground yourself. This is the color card, ground yourself, Auburn. Look at that beautiful, I know it's trying not to get the glare, but the beautiful brown earth. We are an earth sign. Take a deep breath. All right, hold on. Right now, do it with me if you're watching. Fellow Virgos, let's take a deep breath and know that we do not have to look like we are all together. We can lose our once in a while and let things fall apart. Ground ourselves. Very important. Very, 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 very important. So this month is also a time of like working through some old stuff. That's what this is. This is like there's been a pattern in place. There have been behaviors, thoughts, ways of thinking about things, ways of doing, ways that we feel like we have to show up in the world that we can let go of and just let it fall away. But that's this card too. It's something ingrained in us. It's something, a way of being that's it goes really deep. Old issues, childhood issues, can be past life issues if you believe in that. I believe in that. I definitely believe in that. But a lot of just, let's say, old issues, things that are ingrained that it feels like almost like we're debilitated. That's the Four of Cups. It's like, yeah, I'm seeing the offers, I'm seeing the possibilities, I'm seeing that cup. And the cups are things that we love. It can mean an offer of some kind. I'm seeing it, but I am just... No, because this stuff needs to be worked on first. The old issues, the old stuff that's keeping us from moving forward and saying, I can do this. I can. And then the last card that came up is perfect for this whole reading. It's the fairy card, fairy oracle card. I love these cards. They're so pretty. Into the woods, okay? And another, this like, I love when the cards echo each other. This is get grounded and into the woods. And into the woods, what this card says is stranger in a strange land, new experiences, feeling uncertain and being in a time of transition. Transition and transformation. I feel like up until our birthdays, okay, I know some of you have birthdays next month, the end of August, but I feel like this is maybe more even for September, for us September babies, okay? We're going through a really deep deep transition, transformation, taking that old stuff, it's almost fossilized within us, this way of thinking about ourselves, of how things should be, how things need to be, how we need to be, how are we good enough? How can we be good enough? Oh, how can we work through the situation? How can we get this in order and that in order and ourselves in order? And how can we work through the old stories that are debilitating us and keeping us in a place where we're just unable to, like, we're like sitting there like, it's kind of like, well, it's like this debilitating summer heat if you're anywhere on the East Coast or someplace where it's really hot as anything. But, once this card, we're taking that time out to work through this old stuff, this is going to come crashing down. And it's that time of transition, transformation, transition into the woods, into the woods. It's going deep. It's facing our fears. Oh, have you ever gotten lost in the woods at night? I have. It's going deep. It's facing your fears. It's facing the deepest. It's going into the cave to find that fossil that's been there for thousands of years. Deep-seated stuff. So I feel like this summer, probably, I haven't done the August reading yet, but I feel like this whole summer, and July in particular, is this process of transformation and going deep, and maybe feeling, we're trying to figure it out here like we Virgos do, and it's not happening. We have to feel it from on a soul level. Go deep in our souls. We're not gonna get all the answers here. It's gonna be maybe dream work. Maybe your dreams are really vivid. Maybe meditation, or if you do journeying, if you do shamanic journeying with a drum, or if you take long walks in the woods, whatever it is, your comfort zone, your way to release yourself from your own bonds and releasing yourself from your own shoulds and have to be this way and have to appear together. It's allowing yourself, these pearls like say a lot, because pearls are like, who wears pearls? Like, what ladies in the 1950s wore pearls? Oh, it's just so nice and tidy, right? That's tidy. I really don't like that word, but it's such a Virgo word. We don't have to have everything tidy in order to get ourselves through life. It's actually really important right now that we allow ourselves to be untidy so that we can unravel and undo all this deep-seated stuff and fearful stuff and stuff we're scared of. Why are we scared of it? Whatever it is coming up for you, that's for you to figure out on your own. It's going to be individual, for each one of us it's going to be different. So whatever that is for you, be willing to go to those dark places and take that time out, and to get, your dress is going to get a little dirty. Your wings might get a little worn, walking through the brambles, but it might get a little scary as the sun goes down. But don't try to figure it out here when you're going deep within yourself to try to undo all that. Allow yourself to do that in like a dream-like state. Like this fairy card, like she's in the twilight, and she's in that twilight time, that tween time, I call it. It's that dreamlike state. Allow yourself to meditate or walk or whatever it is that brings you into that place where you allow yourself to let go of everything you're trying to be for the world, every way that you're trying to look for everyone outside of you. Of us, we're trying to look so together, and it's okay that we're not, because right now there's much deeper stuff going on that we need to take care of, and we'll get through it. I feel like by the time, September rolls around, mid-September, late September, I think things will be a little easier. But the summer is like a little intense. But go easy on yourself, Virgos, okay? Try. Do your best, and I'll do my best too, okay? So I hope that this was helpful. If you'd like a private reading with me, feel free to go to my website. The link is below. I hope this, again, I hope this was helpful. Have a really nice month, and I'll get the August readings up, soon. And yeah, peace, love, and blessings to all of you. Thanks for watching.